It is Thursday, the 22nd of August, 2024. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. Today we're talking about a band called OK Go. You might have heard of them. They used to be really big, but they're not as talked about anymore, probably because they haven't released an album in 10 years. But they are, they're a rock band from America. Started off with like a pretty standard indie rock sound, but like a solid one, a very good one. And then they progressed later in their career into more synthy, weirder sort of stuff. Still maintaining that indie rock sound, but with more of an experimental bent to it. But what they're really well known for is their creative music videos. The song we're talking about today does not have a creative music video. Well, it does. It has a fan music video, which I will probably link because it's good. But they were well known mostly for the treadmill video, which is a music video for Here It Goes Again, which is just them doing like a coordinated dance routine to their song Here It Goes Again, where they're like dancing between various treadmills that are pointing in different directions. It's great. It's a classic. You should listen to it and watch it. It's very fun if you haven't already, or just watch it again because it's great. They also did one for their song A Million Ways, where they just did a dance in a garden, and these both went viral and gave them massive success. And then after that point, they were like, okay, well, every music video needs to be weird and overcomplicated now. Like, there's not very I don't think there's any of their music videos I dislike, but it does feel like they kind of make songs just to do the videos after a certain point, you know what I mean? Like, their songs are still good, but you watch something like Upside Down, Inside Out, it's a great music video. They are on the Vomit Comet, which is like the plane that simulates zero gravity by flying in a parabola. So it's like a music video shot in zero gravity, which is really cool, but the song is called Upside Down, Inside Out, and it just always feels now like the video ideas come first. I don't think that's actually true. It's just how I feel. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Today I'm talking about the song I Want You So Bad I Can't Breathe. It's the 7th track on their album Of the Blue Color of the Sky, which is my favorite OK Go album and one of my favorite albums of all time. It's a weird one to start off with, but I just really wanted to talk about it because it's been stuck in my head recently, because it's from the album where they took that turn into their weirder stuff, and we'll be talking about the style of this one after we listen to it, but first we have to listen to it, so let's go listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. There you go. Plain and simple. Just a good song. So I had forgotten, because I haven't actually listened to this album in a while. And, when I do listen to OK Go songs, it tends to be the ones that have music videos of them just browsing through YouTube, Except Before the Earth Was Round, because I fucking love that song so much. Yeah, I hadn't listened to this in a while, and I knew I was doing it today, so I didn't want to listen to it in the last few days. And I had completely forgotten how much I love the opening, because you know me, I love drums. I love tight drumming. And just that start with the I know you just listened to it, but I just love the way that all comes together. It's so perfect. Into the verse, in your fitted raincoat. It's great. Damien Kulash has such an interesting voice. He does a lot of falsetto in their songs, and it comes up in this song as well. But I like the kind of gentle way he starts off with the song, the in your fitted raincoat and tangle in a hair. It's quite gentle. I like it. So yeah, it's Damien Kulash on vocals. Tim Nordwind is the bassist. Dan Knopka is the drummer, and Andy Ross is guitarist. They all also do other instruments and backing vocals and stuff. But yeah, those are the core members. They're, again, another one of those bands who have just always been the same guys. Their lineup has never changed, which is cool. They know what they're doing. So a lot of people think that Tim Nordwind is the singer, because in a lot of the earlier music videos, it tended to be Tim who was lip syncing. But that's because Damien Kulash couldn't fucking concentrate on lip syncing and doing the choreography. So usually Tim would take point and lip sync in the song. So people thought he was the singer, which I just think is interesting. But Damien has gotten better at it over the years, and he tends to be the one. Well, they tend to all be lip syncing in the music videos these days. But yeah. Anyway, so here's the song. In your fitted raincoat and tangled winter hair, cheeks a little rosy in the February air, and running through the subway to catch the uptown train, spend the night just dancing, and running through the subway to catch the uptown train, spend the night just dancing. So I'm confused though, because on Genius it says running through the subway to catch the uptown train, and I've always heard out of town train, but it is kind of like sung in a stuttery way, so I actually don't know which is correct. Running through the subway to catch the out of town train. That's what it sounds like to me. So it sounds like out of town, but it could be uptown. I don't know. Wait, hold on. I own this album on CD. I could check the booklet if it was in this fucking house, but it isn't. God damn it. Ugh. I need to go back to Mullingar just to check the lyrics of this goddamn song. Anyway, that's besides the point. So yes, I love the imagery in this song. It's a very simple song about wanting someone, as the title implies. I want you so bad I can't breathe. And so I just love that he starts off describing the person and how they're looking in this moment. Fitted raincoat, tangled winter hair, cheeks a little rosy in the February air. Like, it gives you this image of someone kind of like rushing through bad weather. But it keeps it kind of cutesy because he says tangled winter hair, cheeks a little rosy. It definitely comes across as a loving description, you know what I mean? And you're running through the subway to catch the train, spent the night just dancing, which is, I'm not sure what that means, but, well, if it is uptown train instead of out of town train, it could mean that they're going uptown to go dancing. I suppose that does make more sense than out of town train. Anyway, the chorus is, I want you, yeah, I want you. I want you, yeah, I want you bad. So bad I can't think straight. So bad all my bones shake. So bad I can't breathe. Plain and simple. Wants the person. It makes every atom of his being vibrate. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I enjoy it. And in the midnight quiet, outside the world away, we could have just one more, maybe you could stay. And in the light of morning for 21 days straight, there you are beside me. And in the light of morning for 21 days straight, there you are beside me. So it's kind of implying that, like, how I read this is a one-night stand that turned into a longer thing. You know, midnight quiet, we could have just one more, maybe you could stay. Like, just convincing this person repeatedly, no, another night, come on, stay here, you know, stay with me. In the light of morning for 21 days straight, there you are beside me, sounds like such a sweet lyric, you know, there you are beside me. It's just, it's so plain and simple, you know. And then the chorus again, and then the bridge being, so won't you, oh, won't you say it, so won't you, oh, won't you give in. And then we do the Damien Coolash thing where he goes real falsetto, he does the, I can't breathe. I love how the song stops and then starts again. I've talked before about how I love a stop start in a song, but I love it in this one thematically because he's talking about not being able to breathe. Now he's talking about the metaphorical idea of like someone leaving you breathless, right? He's talking about like someone taking your breath away, you know, like it's kind of a pun on that. But then here he says, I can't breathe, and the song stops and he stops singing. And so it's like that's simulating him like holding his breath, like he can't breathe. And then we go back into the and then we just get the chorus again. The outro is basically just repeating lines from the chorus. What I really like about the song as well, not just the lyrics and the imagery therein, but I also really enjoy the sound of it. I talked about the tight drums at the start, but it has this weird sound because it's like, it's a pop song, it's a rock song, there's an electric guitar, it's got a cool drum beat, but also it's got like those bells playing in certain parts of it, and it just adds this kind of strange sound to it, you know. I suppose it just kind of makes it sound like a subway train, doesn't it? Like it's the doo-doo. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Oh, it's funny. I would reference that considering the song I'm doing in 2 days. Yeah, I just really like it. I like the feel of it. I like the song lyrics. It's certainly a relatable one for me. I remember yonks ago, it was about 10 years ago now that I think about it, actually. Jesus, Macreesus. I was writing a novel, as I do, that I never finished. I got to chapter 4, I think. And all the chapters were references to songs, which is something I used to do a lot. I still do it a lot in my titles of things, but there was a character called Sky, and well, there was a character called Skylar, but the character's called her Sky, and she was depressed, which is a reference to of the blue color of the sky. It's stupid shit. But I believe there was a chapter called I Want You So Bad I Can't Breathe, because I think 2 of the characters had a crush on Sky. This was all in reference to someone I went to school with who like everyone had a crush on, but she was like she wasn't shy in the sense that she didn't have friends. Like, she got along with everyone. She just, you know, kind of kept to herself. She was a quiet girl, but like everyone had a crush on her. That's why I based this character on. And so that's kind of what this song makes me think about a lot. Not so much the album as a whole, but this song in specific makes me think of that, which is funny. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. Thank you so much for listening. We'll definitely do some other OK Go songs, mostly from this album. I don't know if I have a whole episode's worth of stuff to say about their earlier songs. I like the music videos. There's a Fire was in Jokes with Einstein. There's an old reference to make, like, one random person's going to listen to this episode in 5 years and be like, oh my god, Drew Mockris, my head. What year is it? Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell other people about the show. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
Today we're talking about a band called OK Go. You might have heard of them, but probably not. They are on the Vomit Comet, which is like the plane that simulates. He's talking about the metaphorical idea of like someone leaving you breathless, right? Leave me breathless. Oh man. We're gonna talk about Bewitched in this show, or the Caroline Polachek cover, please.